So week 2 of the NFL season is of course upon us, and of course week 2 for the Saints this season is of course upon us as well. As of course this upcoming weekend we will be at home for the second straight week, as we will be facing off against the San Francisco 49ers. And right now what could be an interesting matchup. I know usually I would say there's things to look forward to and questions, but excuse me, there's mostly just questions. A lot of questions. Really, with this team after 1 week. And there's still a lot of questions to be asked, and I'm not going to be much about this team just because of after one game. But yeah, so welcome everybody to the week two preview for the Saints. Of course, the 49ers. We got the 49ers this weekend at home, second straight home game. So yeah. Before we get into the video, ladies and gentlemen, of course, for everybody who's new, welcome to the BrewCrew channel. Of course, for you guys and whoever else has not yet to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Future upcoming videos on the channel is, of course, I do football videos like this. Also do a little bit of wrestling content as well. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into our Saints Week 2 preview. So right now, I'm just going to jump into it, really, because I really don't have things to look forward to, or even, it's mostly just questions. I mean, if I'm honest, like, just to kind of, like, combine the two of, like, what I'm looking forward to and, like, what questions. So, it's just the offense entirely. So, really, with the offense, we need to reduce the penalties. Okay, we need to reduce the penalties, because the amount of penalties we saw last week was definitely more than I thought, because it's a Saints game. Me as a Saints fan, I've been watching Saints for so long, and I'm expecting us to have a lot of freaking penalties. But the amount of penalties and sheer amount of penalties we had last week, especially on the offensive side, that needs to go down. Like the holding, the jump, the false starts. A lot of people say the false starts happen because just miscommunication. Hopefully that can be worked on coming into week 2. It's week 1. Hopefully they can change. It's week 1. Again, it's week 1. It's the start of the season. They're not going to look perfect. Hopefully something can change, and hopefully they can, like, tune things up, change things up, and all that. And of course, I mean, the only thing I'm looking forward to on this offense is really just to see how Spencer Rattler does in this game. I mean, I think he did really good last game. Of course, no touchdown passes, but he was good. He had some great passes, and like I said before in like my review video, there was some good from the offense. It's just that really what they need to work on offense is like they need to do better with blocking, especially when they do some sort of screen pass with Chris Olave and he has nobody blocking for him and he gets freaking nailed. Thank goodness he's not injured or anything. He did limp a little bit, but he did not look like he was on the injury report for the Saints, so that is a good sign. I'll get into injuries a little bit, but I just want to kind of talk about the both sides of the ball before I get more in the full game. But really just the blocking, run game kind of need to get a little bit better going. Hopefully we can see more of Alvin Kamara and possibly even more of Keandre Miller, because he had some pretty good runs as well. Hopefully we can see more of that. And definitely a little more better passes from Spencer Rattler. He had some good passes, but he did have some questionable passes. He definitely has a good mobility and ability to run and get away from the sack and definitely run when he can. So hopefully we can see more of that. But mostly it's just blocking and just reducing the offensive turnovers is what I kind of want to see really with this, is like, can we do that? Can we block and can we reduce the amount of turnovers? Defensively, there's just a lot of questions on the defense. The only good thing really that the defense had was really the pressure. And of course, again, if you remember the review video, they had 5 sacks against the Cardinals, which was not bad, honestly. It was not bad. There was a critical sack by Alontae Taylor. So there's that. But there is questions. The cornerbacks are definitely a big question. We have an injury to, I believe, one of our cornerbacks. So it will step up for our rookie cornerback. I can't remember his name. And of course, I think Jordan Howden as well. I think he wasn't a cornerback. I think it was a safety. It was our, I think, strong safety, I believe it was. So hopefully get some sort of playing time and something from that. So that's definitely a big hole to fill, really. But the defensive backs was not really a great game. And people are already saying he's, like, Cooley McKinstry is not a reliable cornerback one. I mean, just because of 1 week, he faced off against Marvin Harrison Jr. He let up a couple of big plays and did let up a touchdown, which they ran a good play, which made Cooley McKinstry have enough time for Marvin Harrison to be open and have Cooley McKinstry get off of him because of the little crossing routes. So, did he have a couple big plays let up? Yes. Can he work on those? Yes. And I feel like there is a chance he will, and I think he still has time to improve. Again, it's just week 1. I don't like when people just see how week 1 goes, and they're just like, oh, this is how the rest of the year is going to go. They're not reliable players. It's like, what? It's just week 1, dude. Like, we're not even at the start of the season. Like, I'm only going to make those claims towards, like, the middle of the season or something like that. Like, I'm not just gonna go ahead and just be like, oh yeah, no, get him off the starting role. He just because of that. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait until the season. Like, wait. It's just another problem. It's like we've been told of how we're gonna be before the season starts. Is like we haven't seen how our team even plays, and just because week 1 didn't look so good doesn't me believe that this is how we're going to be the whole season. Maybe yes, maybe not. We don't know. I don't know. You don't know. So just shut up and watch. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, just back to what I'm trying to talk about with the defense. I went on a little bit of a rant there for some reason. But yes, there's some work to need to be done with Cooley McKinstry, and really for the past defense as a whole. Like, there's just some work they need to do, and would need to get back to what the past defense used to look. It's like the defense flopped a little bit with this week 1. It's like, because usually our rush defense or like pressure defense was not that good a lot of times for the past few years, but our pass defense was okay at least. But this first week it was like flipped. So hopefully, excuse me, holy crap. So hopefully, I'm not saying hopefully it switches, but hopefully there's some sort of middle ground that our defense like is even on like both sides of the ball. And they're running and in passing and of course sending pressure at the quarterback. And like the pass defense wasn't bad. Yes, they let up 2 touchdowns from Kyler Murray, but Kyler Murray didn't even have over 200 passing yards. And this is a big thing for them coming up to this season, mostly because of the 49ers offensive side because of injuries. Said I was going to wait until this sort of point, but another thing real quick before I get to that, tackling. My God, we need to freaking tackle. I cannot tell you how many times we missed a tackle or just flat out just fell off the freaking ball carrier. Like, I don't know what it is, but the past few years, the Saints players cannot freaking tackle. It is typical Saints of me watching a Saints game, is I cannot... Like, I scream at the TV saying, freaking tackle. Why are you not tackling? It's just embarrassing. And, like, we could have a chance against this game because of this offense. Because the 49ers, it was actually announced today, Thursday's today, I don't know when this video will come out, but today, earlier this morning today, as I'm recording this, it looks like that Brock Purdy will be out for the next 2 to 5 weeks with an injury. So that means he will be out for this upcoming game against us. And their backup quarterback is going to be Mac Jones. I swear to God, if we allow Mac Jones at least close to 300 yards passing, I'm going to have some serious questions for this defense. Some serious questions for this defense. If they allow Mac Jones, I would have been fine with Brock Purdy because Brock Purdy is a great quarterback. If they would allow Mac Jones, of all quarterbacks, to throw for 300 yards, not saying that he's bad, but I'm just saying Mac Jones is probably not going to be the type of quarterback he was back then with that 1-2 years with freaking New England he was. But anyway, like, there's that, and of course, it does look like they won't have George Kittle, who is, of course, their top tight end and one of the top tight ends in the league right now. It looks like it, because I think it's a hamstring injury or something, but it looks like he's not going to be able to play for the next few weeks, and he's not going to be able to play this game. So yes, there's a chance. There's other key offensive players. I believe Juwan Jennings might miss this game. I think he's battling an injury. Only player I'm afraid of, really, besides Mac Jones having some sort of crazy game against this defense, is Christian McCaffrey, because I'm pretty sure they do still have a healthy Christian McCaffrey. And yes, McCaffrey didn't have that best game last week in the win by Seattle. It was a rough win for Seattle. It was a rough win. And McCaffrey went on to only have 69 yards rushing and 22 carries. Didn't score a touchdown. But he could still be a big problem because it's Christian McCaffrey. Just because he didn't have that great of week 1 doesn't mean he can still come out of nowhere and be how he's always been. So this is Christian McCaffrey. Another reason is that this defense is still pretty good. Mostly because I believe they do still have Fred Warner. Yes, they do have Fred Warner. Because they have 2 of their big-time players on defense, and Fred Warner and Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa, who's one of the top defensive linemen right now in the NFL. Those are my 2 worries right now for the defense. Those 3 players are my 3 worries of us possibly not winning it. Which leads to my final thing that, of course, is the question I always ask in these preview videos. Can we beat the 49ers? And honestly, there is a chance. Even though, yes, San Francisco has the better chance at 52%, we have a 46% chance of winning. So there is a chance. And I think we do have a chance to win. But I don't know, and I don't think we're going to win now that I'm saying this, because I've had a while to think about it. Sort of my reasons why is A, this is the Saints. B, this is the Saints. C, this is the freaking Saints we're talking about, okay? Even if the Saints were favored, at least by a little bit in this game, I still would not believe that they would win. But a little bit inside of me, as always, does think we're going to win because of the significant injuries to George Kittle and Brock Purdy, who is 2 valuable players on their offense. But again, my worries are, on the offensive side, is Christian McCaffrey, and also possibly a random receiver or random player like a Mac Jones or some other person on their offense has a big game against us, because that's how crappy and not good our freaking defense is. And the offensive side is how in the world are we going to block Nick Bosa? That's what I call him, his brother, Nick Bosa. So there is those stuff. Okay, so I'm kind of split down the middle, but I'm going to go ahead and finally say I don't think we win this. I don't see us winning it. I see us probably being close and hopefully having a better game than against the Cardinals. But I don't see us winning this game. I don't. So that's kind of my final answer right now. I was back and forth with it. But I think my final answer is I don't think I see us winning this because there's just a lot of stuff. And this is just the Saints we're talking about right now. This is at the point where the Saints have just now been a team where, like, there's no chance we're going to win. So it's hard for me to even say that, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. I don't see the Saints winning. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and end off the preview video here. That's, of course, the Week 2 preview. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this game. Do you guys think we have a chance to win? And how you guys feel about this upcoming game. Also, for this upcoming game, I will have a live stream, possibly, depending on how Sunday looks. But I can't say my words right. Should be able to have a live stream up and going. Hopefully, there's no technical difficulties, and hopefully, it's just a nice, good stream. Hopefully, we'll see how it is on Sunday. So yeah, I will have a live stream for that. So I will definitely have a live stream for that. So definitely, so yeah, I will send out like a notification or whatever on X and possibly on my Instagram as well. Definitely go follow those. So follow those if you guys haven't yet. Links to those will be down in the description below. So definitely go do that. And so yeah, again, comment down below how you guys feel about this game. Do you guys think we're gonna win or anything? Do you think we have a chance or anything? I don't know. Just say something in the comments. But anyway, if you thank you guys again so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit that like button, hit the notification bell for future upcoming videos, and of course hit that subscribe button. I said that, so let me redo that. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for future upcoming videos to the channel. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have an amazing, wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.